Here's some food for thought about the division in the United States of America. Now, picture this, if you will, or picture, if you will, this. We got invaded, and we all had to unite to defeat a common enemy. Do you really fucking think people would start calling fellow Americans, call each other fucking terrorists in the middle of a fucking global pandemic? Really? You know, we're all united, man, in America under this great fucking red, white, and blue flag, you know? I mean, for real, folks. I mean, come on now. You gotta stop the bullshit. You can't just believe everything some pig tells you because, you know, he's some coattail rider or whatever, and believe it's true. Seriously. People who are against fascism are not terrorists. People who are environmentalists may be tree huggers, but they're not terrorists. People who defend equal rights and justice are heroes. People who defend our Mother Earth and who are against the fossil fuel industry are heroes. People who want free healthcare for everyone are heroes. Okay? This is what made our country great. You know? And it just disturbs me to see this kind of bullshit. You know, everywhere we go nowadays, there's some kind of bullshit. I saw a bumper sticker that said, "Guns don't kill people, Clintons do." Now, let me tell you something. Yes, it takes a human being to pull the trigger, but it takes an asshole to let some motherfucker like Adam Lanza just happen to waltz on into his mom's bedroom and get that easy access to an AR-15 because it didn't have a trigger lock, or because there wasn't really a good, I don't know how else to explain it, but protocol in which to grant individuals access to firearms. Now, defending your home is one thing, and on your private property, that's one thing, okay? But I'm not out here to go launch artillery several miles away from somebody or have armor-piercing bullets that will go through several houses because I'm not engaged in war. And yeah, you could say, oh, there's warfare in America. But if we enact gun-free zones and we really take a good, careful look at folks' mental stability before granting them access to a firearm, I think the world would be a much safer place. It really would. You know? Yeah, I mean, it just doesn't make sense what's been happening in America. Folks have really lost sight of reality, education, and history. I mean, the 1918 pandemic killed like 350 million people. Folks, when are we going to learn that you can't have some tyrant businessman running things? That's what the Nazis did. They just wanted to pull all the chemicals and raw materials out of the ground and manufacture them and have cheap, efficient slave labor and rule the world. Some imperialistic bullshit so a few people can get rich through force, through muscle. Okay? When I see somebody with a sign that condemns anti-fascists and condemns those who are opposed to fascism and calls them terrorists, I find that extremely disturbing. I really do. And I think, you know, a lot of folks should have spoken up much earlier when they saw that sign going around. You know, before it said something about Democrats or the cancer killing America or some kind of bullshit. I mean, you know, for real, man. You know, cancer is a fucking badass disease. And, you know, it's bad because there's really a very high mortality rate from cancer. And that's because of the funding on weaponry and bombs and the military and other bullshit, and not on science. There wouldn't be as much cancer if there wasn't as much pollution, especially in the Western Hemisphere. Look now, we have stem cell therapy and immunotherapy that actually eliminates cancer. A lot of what's in the vaccine has T cell stimulating properties. Okay? So, don't tell me no shit, man. I'm just trying to look out for my community. All right? I'm trying to look out for where we live. Everywhere I've ever lived, I've done the same. You know? And I didn't need anyone else to help me to do that. Okay? Until I had them like that. Okay? Up against the fucking wall with my hand on the throat of their neck. And this wasn't in America, folks. This was overseas, just doing the right fucking thing, looking out for my community. And I'm not trying to brag about it, but you know what? When I see something wrong, I say something, I do something. And you know what? Hey, I really would wish that there was some sort of auxiliary police program for folks who just try to look out and do right in the community. Because we're all citizens of this country. And we shouldn't put so much power into the police force to enforce laws that not all of us agree with, and to keep paying taxes and fund things that I don't really think are making any sense in terms of crime prevention. I mean, there's a lot of really bad shit going on. There's people out there hurting little kids. There's people out there plotting to bomb and shoot people. Okay? There's people out there who have fully automatic weapons that shouldn't have. Okay, there's people out there spewing hate. That's wrong. That's wrong. That should be the focus of law enforcement. All right, for real. You know, not just jump quick to go start fucking agitating, harassing someone and ruining their goddamn fucking day. I mean, over a pack of fake cigarettes or a counterfeit pill or a joint. What kind of shit? That's not a free country. If I'm walking down the street and I got an open container of beer, hey man, so what? So what? I'm not wobbling in front of a car, am I? If I was, hey man, a good Samaritan would say, hey, you know, hey man, buddy, watch it, be careful. Not fucking throw him in jail. What the fuck has become, what's wrong with America like that? It's not like that in the rest of the parts of the world. And there's much less crime. You give people the option between something really, really bad and then a whole bunch of things that might help them escape from their problems or alleviate their pain, and they're much better off, especially with a little disclaimer and the number for a doctor in case they run into trouble. Nurture people, right? Cages, not handcuffs, right? Yeah.